Good morning. Welcome to Hope's Devotion on this Wednesday, February the 3rd. My cousin Tony died last week from complications from COVID-19. This is the second cousin that I've lost this year due to the pandemic. When I talked with his sister, my cousin Rebecca, she told me how she had been able to sit at his bedside at the end. She said he was so still, no response. His spirit had already gone. She related how the family and friends had prayed that Tony would survive and return home to the family that loved him. When he died, some remarked that God had not answered their prayers. So how do we deal with unanswered prayer? We would probably define unanswered prayer as God not giving us what we asked for when we asked for it. But God always answers prayer. But sometimes the answer is no. Dealing with unanswered prayer requires faith and trusting that God has a purpose and a better plan, and our surrendering to his goodwill. St. Paul had to deal with the problem of unanswered prayer when he prayed 3 times for his thorn in the flesh to be removed. Paul said in 2 Corinthians 12:9, "But he said to me, 'My grace is enough for you. My power is made perfect in weakness.'" So then, St. Paul said, "I will boast more gladly about my weaknesses, so that the power of Christ may reside in me." God had a different plan for not answering Paul's prayer in the way that Paul had asked for. Rebecca told her family and friends that she had faith that God knew what was best for Tony. Rebecca shared her vision of her brother in heaven, happy, free from pain and sorrow. The doctors had talked about amputating Tony's leg that was not getting enough circulation, but now that did not need to happen, and she was grateful that Tony did not have to suffer through that. When we want something so badly, it's hard to be told no. "Thy will be done" is hard to say, and holding on to faith and trust takes effort. But the God who loved us so much that he sent his one and only Son to suffer and die, that we might be fit for heaven, will always hear our prayers, and he will answer them in a way that has his good purpose. He will also comfort and sustain us through the uncertain time. Amen.